Hi everyone. I've gotten a few emails from folks saying that they were having difficulty navigating East Central College's website to use the library's databases. So I'd like to talk you through that a little bit if I could. I've also heard from a couple folks who were not really aware that they could access the library's databases online. So I hope this little video will be helpful to you. So first, go to the college's homepage. That's eastcentral.edu, and you should arrive at a screen that looks like this, something similar. Go to the Resources tab, hover over that, and then pull down to Library. Once you've done that, the library's homepage will come up, and over on the left side you will see a little menu or line of links, and if you will click on Articles and Online Resources, that'll be super. Then the website will take you to a page of some subject headings. Kind of hard to see these subject headings on your screen, I know, in the video, and that will also be true when you are trying to use this at home. But ideally, these subject headings will kind of cause you to think about your topic and cause you to think that your topic will fit into some appropriate subject heading. Scroll on down and you can see a wider list of possibilities. And then at the time you find a subject heading you think's relevant, click on that. I clicked on Psychology and Sociology. And then I came to a page that gave me a list of core databases. If I want to know what's inside each database, I could read the description underneath the database to see if I felt that I would be able to find articles that would be helpful to me. Or I could also scroll all the way down the bottom of the page and see that there's some ebooks available. And there are also, I'm a little ahead of myself, let me keep scrolling down. There are also images, and those databases, I don't know if they're relevant for this paper, but those databases might be useful to you at some time. So, well, at this time I think I'll scroll back up to the top of the page. And I'm going to click the top one, the CQ Researcher, which generally handles some controversial issues, and see what I get when I come to the next screen. Okay, yay. So now my next screen is going to be really important. It's the place where I need to be doing some logging in. So you will want to find your student ID, or if you don't have a printed ID card, you can look on your course enrollment and find out your ID number. So notice I'm asked to give my name, so I'm typing in my name. And then I will give my ID number that I pulled off of my ID card and type that in, followed by our college code. And since we're East Central, I would type in a capital EC. So here I go with my typing. I guess I can't talk and type at the same time, but got my number in there, and now I want those letters EC. I don't want to forget that, because then it's not going to let me in if I don't remember that college code at the end. Okay, yay. So now I'm in the CQ Researcher, and I can see over at the right side of the screen some common topics that are of interest right now, or they're calling them hot topics. Seemingly a lot of people are pursuing those. And one of those hot topics might lead me to some articles that I'm interested in. If you're researching things about immigration conflict or refugee status, notice those are hot topics on that side of the screen. Lots of possibilities over there. So another option, though, is you could use the search bar at the top of the screen, and I'm going to type in racial profiling. I think Melissa was interested in that topic from what I read on the brainstorming. So let me just type that in and see what I come up with. Okay, yay. So now I've typed it in. I'm going to hit search and I've gotten some articles. Well, again, there's a little bit of description of what the article is about. It's showing me that there are 287 possible hits in this database. And that's my goodness, that's a lot. I don't know that they're all going to be relevant to what I'm researching. I'm not even 100% sure that I'll find what I want on this database, but I'll scroll down a little bit and see what I think about what I'm seeing of the hits I've gotten. Okay, well, I'm going to click one of these links and see if it's useful to me. It looks like this article on racial conflict, or this issue on racial conflict, might be helpful. I'm not really sure. But as I scroll down and look at other things, domestic poverty perhaps. I don't know. I'm looking over my list of possibilities, and none of those is just ringing a bell to me. So racial profiling directly, racial conflict. I think I'll click on the PDF, and then I'll be able to show you what one of these issues of CQ Researcher looks like. Okay, great. So here we go, and now I've got my image back up there. Sorry about it. Before I had recorded myself and forgot to turn on the microphone. So this is what an issue of the CQ Researcher looks like. There's a beginning heading. There's a collection of multiple articles on the topic that I'm trying to explore. I could look here at the table of contents to see if any of those articles might be in line with some of the questions I had posed about this topic. And then if so, I'm given a page number, and I could just immediately go to the page and see what I think. Okay, so that's a CQ Researcher. Notice as I scroll down through there, those are paginated, which means they have page numbers on there. When I'm documenting that, then I'm going to handle that as a print publication, even though I got it online. And so here, let me for a moment. I'm gonna pause the recording and go back to my website. Okay, so I'm back over here on this website. So let's say all of those articles, or very few of those articles on racial conflict, really gave me the kind of data and information I actually wanted. I could come back here on this, look at this one that's specifically on racial profiling, download the PDF, and look at it and see if I'm better satisfied with the information that's contained there. I also have the option, if I'm not satisfied with CQ Researcher, to back out of this database, or, I've been hitting the back button. I could come back over here to this list of possible databases and find myself something different that I thought was more relevant. Opposing viewpoints and context, that's a pretty good one. Issues and controversies. It all depends on the topic that you're trying to research and the questions that you had. So, all right, well, that's all for this little video. It's getting too long. Probably you've stopped listening, but I hope it's helped in some way.